couldn't wait to finally get back to our base. I believed that our medics would help me. Then one of our men got shot, and I couldn't take my eyes away from the hole in his throat. Water was pouring out of it. Clear, fresh water. Howdy there, friend. I'm CowboyHatMatt, and it is great to see you today. Welcome back to another adventure in Centum, where we are trying so very hard to understand what's going on and to get out of Chapter 3 of The Wall. So I'm playing as character number 3 of 4, I think, in this chapter, who is Ellaine, who is some inspector, and it's the second day with her. We spoke with Marmoset the first day, and now we've spoken with the official man, and we're about to do some sort of interrogation with Desmond now that we have this recorder. So here we go. Well, hello there, sweetie. Oh, that's not his voice. Well, hello there, sweetie. I am ready to record everything you're willing to tell me. That's wonderful. Turn this thing on, then. Turn on the voice recorder. The recorder is on. You may begin. This is Desmond Rothan speaking, First Lieutenant in retirement, officially considered missing in action, unofficially considered a test subject and detained in our lovely aquarium. You know full well that I am a dangerous criminal, a serial killer. What you have no idea about is how I became one. You are right. My knowledge on the background of aquarium alumni is rather limited. This is not your fault, Inspector. You were working with the kids mostly, and my cell was a couple floors down. Do you remember the war? Oh, we're talking to Binky here. What does he want from me, Binky? What war? Uh-huh. With autumn right around this corner, the jerks started acting weird. They must have realized that we were coming to kick them out of our country feet first. Their financial support dwindled, the border was closed and heavily guarded. Their drug and human trafficking ventures weren't nearly as lucrative as before. My brother died on the very first day. These effers tortured him. Didn't let him die for who knows how long. I knew about it firsthand. They made one of my classmates watch, too. Oh, now this is Desmond's memory. That girl had only recently turned 17, I think. 16 even, perhaps. What was her name again? She sent 3 of my comrades to Kingdom Come in less than a minute. She had a keen eye. That little witch. A very keen eye she had. Fortunately, it didn't take us long to find a rat in their village who would tell us everything we needed to know. We took that girl by surprise when she came to the river to get some water. She had a little sister by her side, a freshly bruised right shoulder, and a surprisingly strong bite for someone so fragile. We searched their house, but to no avail. Then our senior lieutenant, Fedorov, grabbed the little one with his left hand and his pistol with his right and told their mother this. Tell us where your elder daughter hides her rifle, or else I'll start with this one. He had always been very persuasive, so he didn't have to repeat it twice. That woman showed everything to us willingly. My, what was her name again? What am I even talking about? So yeah, our squad was tasked with a cleanup mission. They said that the Air Force had already taken care of the major threats. Well, it was a ruse. There weren't any proper soldiers in that village, but the locals were quick to respond to our shots with their own. About 24 civilian casualties. Like in the old square incident? I have no idea what happened at the old square. I wasn't there. Oh, back to the story. There was a guy in our squad. He clearly had some rabid bats in his belfry. Not an ounce of fear, not a single sign of self-preservation instinct. A purebred killer machine. Big, strong, and unquestioning. I have only seen him cry once. On that very day. There was an old woman in that village, too. She was nursing something that had probably been her granddaughter at some point, howling like an animal, with all signs of sanity gone from her dead, horrifyingly empty eyes. I have never heard anyone curse as infernally as she did. I still think what happened to me was in no small part thanks to her black magic or something. I woke up 3 days later with my throat burning. I would have killed for something to drink, but my flask was empty, so I asked my comrades for water. Someone handed me a mug. The jug on the table was full of blood, too. I remember filling it from a local well and drinking fresh, cold water out of it just a few hours ago. At first, it all looked like a stupid joke, but I couldn't find any water anywhere no matter whom I asked. People kept offering me cups, mugs, and flasks full of blood. They had their flasks, their jugs, their wells, but none of those had the liquid I yearned for inside. I only saw blood everywhere I went, and even the snow on the ground seemed red to me. Our thirst had been burning me from the inside slowly but The thirst had been burning me from the inside slowly but steadily. I remember chuckling uncontrollably, then laughing out loud, then having a fit of hysteria. Soon the thirst grew into a numbing, aching pain, constantly tugging at my throat and stomach. It all felt like an exceptionally bad dream, and I couldn't wait to finally get back to our base. I believed that our medics would help me. Then one of our men got shot, and I couldn't take my eyes away from the hole in his throat. Water was pouring out of it. Clear, fresh water. I jumped on him, sinking my teeth into his neck, and started drinking. I have never felt so thirsty before, nor have I ever tasted water so deliciously still and sweet. Now I understand what it must have looked like to the others. Oh, he's a vampire! What did the doctor say? It turned out that I wasn't the only one struck by such a peculiar malaise. The doctor remembered at least a dozen similar cases. I asked him how could something like this possibly happen, but he didn't know. When he put 3 glasses on the table and asked me to pick one to drink from, I broke his nose. And then? I was medically boarded. They used some negligible injury as an excuse to kick me out. But I saw my dossier. Trauma-induced schizophrenia, they wrote. Did they swap their places in your head? Who? Blood and water. Why are you asking these stupid questions? I've just told you that. I returned to the city. My mother had died a week before, so my sister allowed me to live in her apartment. Uh-oh. I found a job, worked as a firefighter for a while, saved up enough money to erect a gravestone for my mother, then rented a private flat. I didn't want my sister to know. I hooked up with a streetwalker and brought her home. She had been barely hiding a scowl all the time. She must have thought I was nervous because of her. I turned up the volume on my record player, closed the bathroom door behind us, and stabbed her right between the ribs. Oh boy. I was right. The sweetest, the most clear and fresh water is the one that gives life to a human. I've spent the whole night drinking her to the very last drop. I slept like a rock that night, dreaming of witches reveling all over the city, turning their robe sleeves into wings and talking to rats in the flickering light of their bonfires. I knew that I would need more soon. There was no turning back. I just knew it. This game, man, this game is so beyond the pale. How did you get into the aquarium? All of it ended on one beautiful autumn day. I screwed up. My sister picked the wrong moment to bring some of my clothes back. She had her own keys and I didn't hear her ringing the doorbell. She didn't want to wake me up, so she left her bag on the couch and opened the bathroom door to wash her hands. She didn't know that I had left a half-finished boy there several hours ago. Oh boy. What did you do to her? Nothing. She was my sister, you know. I cannot tell you how many I have killed. I tried making a list several times, but I kept losing track after a dozen or two. You know what's the funniest thing about it? I do not feel any remorse at all. What do you feel then? Do you feel like you're the chosen one? Do you feel like you're better than others? Are you kidding me? I am very much aware that this curse is still spreading, and spreading fast. How long do we have until all of it collapses? What do you think? A vampire can eat another vampire perfectly fine. Doesn't that look like the end of the world to you? It's getting late though. I said everything I wanted to, so we can get it over with. Where do you spend your nights? It depends. Tonight I'm going to stay here. I would consider my options very carefully if I were you. Will sleeping with a vampire by your side be more unsettling than asking them to free up a place for you on their bunks? I knew full well that rats weren't people anymore. I knew it even back in the aquarium. Is that what awaits me in the end, too? Has the Black River always been black? When did its waters turn into blood? Here goes another appalling and utterly pointless comparison, right from the gospel book. Jesus was making wine out of water, right? Why are the bread and the wine we taste during the sacrament called our Savior's flesh and blood then? Nah, this is getting weird. Humans have always been thirsty for the blood of their neighbors. Well, we all got what we wanted in the end. Holy cow. Well, that's a heck of a segue. Now what? Okay, he's here. There is no sleeping on the bench. The hole? Oh, the eyes are back. Everything will be covered in white soon. Rats and people alike will freeze in this storm. Everyone will freeze. Is there really snow coming? The wall? The wall is empty. There has to be something, but it is empty now. Only rust and corruption remain. Can't look at the city. Alright. Two things left. The door. They are waiting for me behind the door, and a monster is waiting for me right here on the playground. What do I do? There is no option. I just have to talk to him. Alright, here we go. So you decided to stay? Of course I did. I'm not scared. To spend a night alongside a bloodthirsty monster is my lifelong dream come true, no doubt. What can possibly go wrong? Everything can go wrong, especially if you are not taking said monster seriously enough. I am not in my best shape right now, but I'm sure I can still knock out a woman. Do I have to start worrying? I can control my thirst right now, but it is growing. How long will it take for it to overcome my will? We'll see. Can we do something about it, Bean Key? Oh. Oh! Oh, Tall Man's here! Hello, Tall Man! Tall Man. You betrayed our confidence in you, rat. You are not worth our mercy. We mourn. Run, Ellaine. Run until you see the snow you are longing for. The vampire's path ends here. I humbly ask the relevant bodies to take into account my willingness to cooperate. I have already confessed all my sins, frankly, to the inspector present here. We are aware. This makes us shudder. What will happen to him now? He is a fugitive rat, His actions shall be evaluated.
And what is the verdict?
He is going for a ride. Rats have no place in the city. Watch the city you hate so much crumble, mourn the loss of the city you loved so much.
May I ask one last question? Who gave you the clue? You weren't supposed to find us here for at least a couple more days.
You already know the answer, Ellaine. You know it, rat.
I do? I mean, this is a statement, but I do? I know it? I do.
It's gotta be the official man, right? Unless it's Marmoset. Okay, everything has already been said. Now it is time to leave. I could have run away through this door before. Now the only thing left to do is hand myself over to them. Oh. So, what happened? Did Ellaine leave? Oh gosh. That's haunting. Yeah, continue. Play as Ellaine, the poor teacher. Oh, and now we're Viari. And the name matches correctly. Oh, I wonder if... Okay, at the end of this, at the end of all of this, I have a theory about the names. Alright, assume... Oh, Viari has the gun. Why does Viari have the gun? Okay. Hole.
There is a hole in the wall. I don't know what's so special about it, but it's annoying. Little clouds in the baby blue sky, the warmth of the morning sun, clear and bright colors. We always try to make our reality look more appealing than it actually is. Now I'm reading this in the Viari voice now, I think. The city is everywhere, and I am so tired of it. This place is doomed. I want to leave it as soon as I can. Are things really that bad, or am I simply nervous and lashing out at something conveniently irrelevant and indifferent? Alright. Not great that the last character is the one with the gun, because that means that we're going to maybe use it. Door? I cannot leave right now. It might be unsafe. Alright, Marmoset. Hello. Bye. It could just out. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, maybe I should do... Okay, hold on. We'll just... Okay, we'll get through this conversation. I gotta remember to save it. Hi. What's your name? I'm Marmoset. That's a strange name. It's a name. So, how are you doing? Fine. What are you doing? Talking to you? I'm sorry, that was a stupid conversation starter. I know. I don't mind. Everyone's always like this. Friends, relatives, strangers. If I haven't met some relatives for a while, they would usually ask if I'm not sick or something. Fortunately, we are not related, so I won't inquire about your health. Let's talk about something cool. What's your favorite thing to do? I don't know. Drawing? I like drawing, I guess. Are you all alone here? Also, where is the cat? I just read... Oh, he says... No. There is also a cat. Sure thing. You can't live without a cat, can you? The cat is nice. I named him Beam. Sounds more like a dog's name. Where is he? Where is he now? Somewhere. He's a cat after all. He comes and goes as he pleases. I guess we're committed to saying this. That sounds more like a dog's name. He doesn't protest. See any people around? Sometimes someone comes over. Not too often. Are there any other kids here? Why are you all alone? I'm not allowed to talk to strangers, by the way. Well, let's get acquainted then. My name is Viari. I am Marmoset. And what's your real name? Marmoset is not a real name. I think it's a good name. So that's the people here. What? God, gosh, I hate it when it does that. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay. I see, got it. Now you have me here as well, I guess. Yes. Can we talk about something else? This is dumb and boring. What's dumb? Talking? Yeah. No. All these how you're doing and how is your health. So dumb. Ask me a proper, not so dumb question then. Tell me about your home. Do you remember it? All right, Marmoset, not now. Why? I asked for a proper question. You go first. You go first. It's right here, across the Black River. Nobody can get there alive. You have a vivid imagination, Marmoset. I saw the Black River. There are places where you won't even have to swim to cross it. The other bank isn't any different from this one. Interesting response choices. I'm gonna go with nobody can get there alive. I know. I'm trying to find a way. Alright, that was actually par for the story, I guess. Like, that kind of made sense response-wise. So you say that there is something beyond the city? Can we go there? Or, do you know what this wall is for? Do you know what is this wall for, to separate whom from whom? Let's do the city one. Can we go there? I don't know if we can right now. We're inside the wall anyway. We can't leave. Alright, then. Do you know what is this wall for? To separate whom from whom? To protect us from them. Or maybe them from us. Does it matter? I will find a way to get you out of here. I can help you, and you'll show me how to cross the river and return. Deal? I don't mind. We barely know each other. Are you going to come with me just like that? Are you not afraid? No, I'm tired of being afraid of everything. All right, Marmoset. Not now. Okay. Oh, and the cat's here. All right. Well, so here's the thing. I'm going to save it. Let's see. Boop. Great. Okay. I think this is drawing to the end of chapter 3. Viari is going to somehow lead Marmoset out of here, and we're going to move on. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here for now. Seems like a good place to stop for the moment. Definitely more exciting and definitely more exciting dialogue ahead. I want to know how this goes. I want to know how this ends. I don't really understand the whole concept of the story. I'm barely holding the major things together that I know in my head whenever I play this game. It's very hard. Something is up with the localization. I think it's slightly off in translation. I think there's a localization thing that happened here. I think that's what causes the names to be different from the character icon and then in the text box. But that's just a speculation. I could be wrong on that too. Anywho, that's all the time I have for now. Thanks so much for hanging with me, for sticking with me through this, for all of these conversations. Take care of yourself, and until next time, happy trails, my friend.